Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation, with a very exciting and interesting piece of bullion that we're going to unpackage here from Modern Coin Mart. This is a piece of bullion that is unique in that it is got a chip in it. That's right. And I would put it on my shoulder, but I didn't want anybody to think that I had a chip on my shoulder. But I'm going to follow the advice of this package and not discard the items inside. Let's open this up. Get the item out. Here we go. It is a new type of bullion piece that has been created that has something called Mint ID. You saw me post a video on this earlier. I think several others have as well. And so we're going to test it out. So I thought I'd grab one of these just to see exactly what's involved with it. And we're going to talk about it a little bit more about some of the benefits and some of the drawbacks of holding such a piece. There it is. The Mint ID. Tap to scan. So it's a very interesting and concept, but I think most people, at least from my channel, are kind of against the idea of this Mint ID, and I'm leaning more against it as well, although the concept is kind of novel. But I kind of feel like if you're going to have something that's going to be an anti-counterfeiting measure, it's better to have something that is actually a security measure that's on the piece itself. And this is not short of any of that. In fact, it's amazing it actually uses the same type of pattern called galoche pattern that I had on the Fortitude round there on the edge of or around the rim where it says Mint ID, and around there it's a kind of a cool intricate pattern there they've got. And so that gives it a sense of security there. It's very shiny. It's very well struck. It actually looks better as a particular piece than I would have expected. Now this is kind of unique. It says 0.999 plus fine. So it's I guess it's a measure of purity that we're not used to. Now, in order to use this, you have to download this Mint ID app. And we've got it right here. And so we are going to tap the scan NFC tab. It's like a payment tab. You got to turn on the payment features on this thing. And let's see if it will work. Trying to get it where the camera is. Some say you've got to do it several times to get it to work. So I don't know if we'll get it to work or not. But we're going to try it. We're going to actually, as long as it takes, we're going to try to get it. This thing should be activating by now. I don't know how else to scan it other than using the camera. Doesn't get much more clear than this, I don't think. This is the second try where I attempt to get some information out of this silver round here. It is the Mint ID particular piece, and as I mentioned previously, it's a very nice, attractive particular round, silver round. And I'm going to try here to use this app one more time to get this thing to work. And let's give it a shot, because apparently when you tap on the screen, it does not pull up the scan device as what Guido Stacken showed. I just watched Silvercat's video, and he said just place the piece here down, and then it'll pop up. So I guess some other sensor other than the camera to get this thing to work. and there it shows that it is genuine, and you can see here when looked at on the phone that it does pop up there, and you can see that it is a genuine product, and it shows the specifications. 3.9's fine, 39 millimeter, and it's IRA eligible and the like. 1 troy ounce. So there it is working this time. Very good, and it has a sell feature too, and you can shop for more here utilizing this thing, but very good. Essentially it has an RFID type NFC sensor in it, which is somewhere else on the phone, which I didn't realize. It's a different thing rather than it doesn't use the camera to do it. It's some other way that it detects it. Some sort of RFID type of chip or something like that in there, and so there it is. So it's interesting. Again, some of the drawbacks would be that the company knows your location, knows essentially they know more about you that could potentially go to a government agency if they were so desirous to get that information and what have you. But of course, any kind of transaction that you make on the internet, that's going to be the case anyway. But the bigger thing, I think, is if the company were to go out of business, then the app would be null and void. Now, I didn't get it. I got it just as an experiment, just to show my subscribers and viewers how this technology works. But the other thing is if there's a fire, this thing melts, well, you're all out of luck, and the RFID chip is pretty much null and void. And but let's take a look at it with the CCT Silver Slide to see how it deals with neodymium magnets. Because we know, if you want to know if it's genuine or not, well, you have the CCT Silver Slide to tell you that. And but ironically here, when I put it on the CCT Silver Slide, it is just hanging there. It's not stuck, but it needs quite a bit of pushing to get it down the CCT Silver Slide. That is unique. There's something magnetic in that NFC chip, or that chip in there, RFID chip, that this thing is not going down there. That is very unique. Wow. Now, this is the stronger version of the CCT Silver Slide that I have. We're going to use the older version, which is not as strong and has a longer slide. Let's see what it does there. All right, it reacts more normally to that CCT slide. But on this side, the side with the RFID chip, it is very, very, it wants to stick to it. So now the question is will this app still work after being exposed to neodymium magnets? Let's find out. I'm going to close out of that app and restart this again. Mint ID. As a guest, let's go down here and try it. Wow. Surprisingly, it still works, even after being exposed to a neodymium magnet on the CCT Silver Slide. So it says it's genuine here. And that thing is stuck. It is stuck to the CCT Silver Slide. Wow. Let's see if the app will still work while it's on the CCT Silver Slide. This ought to be interesting. Okay, let's get it back here again. This is probably not good to have this phone next to a neodymium magnet. I'm not going to do that. But you get the idea. It is something very interesting. Okay, there we go. All right. So it still works. Very cool. So there you have it, folks. The Mint ID. Fascinating indeed. Post your thoughts below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching. Encourage and please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.